Alright, let's dive into this transfer saga that's got the football world buzzing. So, Enzo Maresca, fresh off his move from Chelsea to Manchester City, is reportedly eyeing a reunion with Pedro Neto, Chelsea's £70 million rated winger. Now, personally, I think this move makes a lot of sense for City, but it's also a bold statement of intent from Maresca. What makes this really interesting is how it reflects Maresca's vision for City. He's not just looking to maintain the status quo, he's aiming to reshape the squad in his image. And Neto, with his pace and creativity, seems like a perfect fit for the system Maresca wants to implement. But here's where it gets complicated. Chelsea aren't exactly in a rush to sell Neto, and they've slapped a hefty £70 million price tag on him. From my perspective, this is Chelsea flexing their financial muscle, especially after splashing £117 million on Morgan Rogers. What many people don't realize is that Chelsea's spending spree has put them in a position where they don't need to sell Neto, but a massive offer could change their minds. This raises a deeper question: how much is Neto really worth to City? And is Maresca willing to back his judgment with such a big investment? One thing that immediately stands out is the role of Jorge Mendes, Neto's agent. He's reportedly offered Neto to Al Hilal, but Neto himself wants to stay in Europe. This detail I find fascinating because it shows Neto's ambition. He's not just looking for a paycheck, he wants to compete at the highest level. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a win-win for City and Neto, but it hinges on Chelsea playing ball. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. City are also being linked with Enzo Fernandez and Malo Gusto, both Chelsea players. What this really suggests is that Maresca is targeting a mini-revolution at City, bringing in players he trusts and knows well. But here's the kicker: Chelsea's valuation of these players is sky-high. For instance, they want £120 million for Fernandez, who himself seems keen on a move to Real Madrid. In my opinion, this is Chelsea trying to maximize their assets, but it also puts City in a tricky position. Do they pay up, or do they walk away? What makes this saga even more intriguing is the timing. Maresca's move to City was already controversial, with Chelsea demanding £17 million in compensation. Now, he's potentially raiding his old club for their best talents. Personally, I think this could sour the relationship between the two clubs even further. But from a tactical standpoint, Maresca's moves are shrewd. He's not just buying players, he's building a team that can dominate both domestically and in Europe. If you ask me, the most fascinating aspect of this whole situation is how it reflects the power dynamics in modern football. City, with their financial might, can afford to make these big moves, but Chelsea are showing they're not pushovers. This isn't just about players and managers, it's about clubs asserting their dominance in the transfer market. What this really suggests is that the Premier League is becoming even more of a financial arms race, and smaller clubs are going to find it harder to compete. So, where does this leave us? Well, for one, I'm excited to see how Maresca's City evolves. Will Neto, Fernandez, and Gusto all end up at the Etihad? It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure: this summer is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic transfer windows in recent memory. What do you guys think? Is Maresca making the right moves, or is he biting off more than he can chew? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Cheers!